Well, there's been a lot of debate recently about the use of drones in the United States, whether it's the military, law enforcement, Napa Valley farmers, or even your neighbors. But that discussion has now turned lethal in the Bay Area, at least if you believe the signs.
As people are driving by and they see something like this, it's definitely a distraction. The first officer who saw this on Highway 37 was out patrolling his beat, did a double take, flipped around, came back, and confirmed it was what he saw.
What that officer saw was illegal.
I believe it's 21465, the California Vehicle Code.
It was also a first-class job.
Professional materials. It is a black and white reflective sign, just like the signs that we use on the side of the road for speed limits and everything else. One of the signs that we found on Highway 37 was actually mounted using tamper-resistant bolts. The other two signs were strapped using metal strapping on poles on the side of the freeway.
This isn't the first time traffic control has turned lethal. We've seen zombies plunder San Francisco and highway barrels roar to life. But for some people, drones just hit a little closer to home.
Does the FBI own or currently use drones, and if so, for what purpose?
Yes, and for surveillance.
But as for the California Highway Patrol,
and CHP, we definitely do not have drones. We use radar, LiDAR, PACE, we have planes, we have helicopters, but we do not have drones.
And just to be extra clear,
along with not having drones, we definitely do not have any drones that would fire any type of weaponry.
So no Hellfire missiles, but you can still get hit with a ticket. And just in the past hour, we learned that more of those signs are popping up around the Bay Area. The Highway Patrol's investigating, actually checking with the sign makers to see if they filled that rather unique and expensive order.
We showed you last night these drone signs are popping up in places around the Bay Area, like on Highway 37. Those signs are fake, of course, but they certainly look real.
It is a black and white reflective sign, just like the signs that we use on the side of the road for speed limits and everything else.
The CHP reminds drivers it definitely does not have drones. But the bigger mystery was who made these things. Well, we found him. He's an artist who lives in the North Bay.
And we just finished talking with him. Here is the artist in his own words.
I went to a sign shop. I cut the aluminum myself. I figured out the font.
Just like the signs that we use on the side of the road.
A sign that really looks like something that Caltrans would have made.
Did it professionally.
I wanted that kind of, what?
The first officer who saw this on Highway 37 did a double take.
What the hell is going on here? The genesis of this idea was just seeing the signs that say speed enforced by aircraft and thinking about the absurdity of that idea. What are they going to do, strafe us? But there's a really serious side to this, you know? I think we all have to be aware of what's going on with the NSA and with all the snooping in the internet and on the phones. And I think the drones really tie into that.
Along with not having drones, we definitely do not have any drones that would fire any type of weaponry.
With a Hellfire missile, yeah. Now, that was a little bit of an added touch. I have to admit that I did it for the graphic quality, and that's more of the joke part of it, you know.
But it is illegal to post any sign that resembles an official traffic sign.
I don't know what the consequences will be. I just felt like it was something I needed to do. Plus, well, it has brought some excitement into my life.